Hello there, my name's Daniel Metra. Welcome to the video. So welcome to a review, and this review is on the narrow gauge coaches in the Thomas tank engine range. They came out just before the new year. I've only just got around to getting them. I brought these on Tuesday. I got them now. I got these from TootallyThomas, where I've got a lot of my other trains from over the years. And saying these are the coaches that are in the 009 range that come with the engines in the narrow gauge range. So obviously at the minute you've got Rusty, Rheneas and Scar Louis. And this year they're planning on bringing out Peter Sam as well into the range, which I'm quite excited about. Peter Sam is one of my favourite narrow gauge engines, particularly because of his funnel. And the story special funnel where he actually gains his funnel is definitely one of my favourite stories. But anyway, these are the coaches. So I think the coach is really good. Fantastic details on this blue one, all the way round. You know, and I can't remember who it was now, but someone said to me when I got this, does it have a face on it? Because sometimes in the television series, the blue coaches had face on them. These don't. I'm sort of glad they don't, to be honest with you. I think they look nice enough as they are. I think if they had faces, it wouldn't quite. I don't know why, it wouldn't quite look the same. But this coach here is pretty much the spit image of what the coaches look like in the television series, and also the railway series as well, which is obviously the books that were made before the television came out. And as I said before, I think a lot of people forget about the books, the fact that it came. The Thomas Tank Engine TV series originated from the books that were out originally. So this blue one, again, it's a nice one all round if you want something that's in the obviously a bit of the railway series and the TV series, the model series. As I said before, I prefer the model series to the CGI series, although I do think a lot of the narrow gauge engines look a lot more detailed in the CGI series, and they look like what they did in the railway series. And obviously I've been to the Talcon Railway in Wales, which is where all the engines are based upon. And then this red one is pretty much the spit image of the coaches on the Talcon Railway. And again, these coaches have been in the railway series a couple of times as well. And also these coaches now currently in the CGI series of the show, though they look a little bit longer, a little bit different, but again really well detailed. What I like about these coaches as well is they've got metal wheels, and I mean they weren't cheap, these coaches. They were nearly £30, which you know, I think is a bit much. And what I did was I like the blue ones the best. So what I did was I bought 3 blue ones, and then I bought 2 red ones. But I'm thinking about buying some more red ones as well, because I think just having 2 by themselves looks a little bit odd. But I got what I could for the time being. So I'll probably get some more in the future. I had a little run of these, and they run quite nicely. With my layout though, it was a little bit jumpy. I mean my 009 layout, which is basically N-gauge track basically, but what I run them on needs a little bit of work doing on it. Probably could do a bit more of a clean as well. But I had a little run of them, and this is the footage I got. They run quite nicely, and I think once it warmed up in the end, they all ran really nicely. And again, I took some photos, and you can see them next to the narrow gauge engines, and I think they're all in scale, apart from Rusty. But then, as I said before, Rusty is, although I do like the model of Rusty, and the detail is absolutely superb on him, he is very small, as I said before in my review. I'm sure I said that. I mean, it's been a while since I filmed that review now on Rusty. So if I have to give these coaches a score, I think I'd have to give them both a 10 out of 10, because I think the detail's absolutely fantastic on them. So I definitely recommend that you get them. The packaging's also really nice. I think the packaging's a lot better than it is on the, like say, the 00 range, where you have to practically destroy the box and you've got not much of a box left. You've just got basically a shell to protect the engine in. Not the same, but I think the boxes here are quite nice. Again, there is, as I said before, there is a lot of plastic, and obviously I've mentioned about the David Attenborough documentaries about plastic. But again, I keep them in the box anyway, really. So there's not really anything sort of wasted on these. But like I said, I think these are fantastic coaches. I definitely recommend you get them, and they do run really nicely as well. And a couple of years ago, I actually went to another railway in Wales, the Festiniog Railway, and I bought myself a coach there. Unfortunately, that doesn't run on my layout because it doesn't fit through the tunnel. I might build something separate another time anyway, without a tunnel maybe. But yeah, no. But if you've been to the Talcon Railway in Wales yourself, and I recommend you do go if you haven't gone. So you'll see all the engines that Scar Louis and that are based on. And it's a fantastic day out for everyone. And there's also the museum of Reverend W. Awdry's study, and obviously the Reverend Will Awdry was the one that wrote the books in the first place. So again, definitely recommend you go. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.